Wow, I'm late? That late already?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm flies, baby.
That's what I get for just talking away, don't I? Just now starting it. Starting it? Wow. Can I talk with worse English? That sounds like an Okie who's never left his little cabin in the woods. Oh, hey, here we are. I am here. So howdy, this is PaleRider, and welcome to my stream. I'm running into ladies, drunk lady. I am back with The Witcher. Sorry, drunk lady. Witcher 3, Blood and Wine. And last night, let me make this morning time. Last night when I got off, I had just finished all of the question marks that were on the map. All these little things like this and this and this. I don't see any more question marks. I'll probably find one. It took me a while to get all of them yesterday. Thought I had them all, but they jumped back in and bit me in the ass. And it looks like I got them all, though, this time. I don't see any more. So that means I am free to do the main quest now. And so this game should be going pretty quick now. I'm only play it twice a week, 2 nights a week now. So speaking of which, next week I won't be here to play it. I might as well get that out first thing in the stream. Saturday, me and Darcy are leaving to go to Oregon, and we're going to be gone from Saturday until Thursday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days without any stream. I'm going to have withdrawals. Yeah. That's still 5 days without streaming. Yeah. So I won't be playing Witcher next week. Also, let me... I'm going to try to start saying this at the beginning of the stream, because I know some people watch the playback after I stream that don't get a chance to watch the stream. If I talk... So anyway, the dog will keep her mouth shut. So I think I'm going to start mentioning this at the start of the stream, that YouTube has really screwed up their algorithms, and they're even doing more. They are starting 2 or 3 new things that are going to screw up everybody again. In other words, they're moving little by little more and more towards corporate companies' channels. They freaking... Oh, dang, a commercial pops up right in the middle of me talking. So they're really babying all their corporate channels like MSNBC and CNN and late night with whoever. I don't even know who's on the late shows anymore. But and NBC and ABC's channels and Marvel channel and all the corporate giants. They're really letting them get away with everything, but really packing it on to everybody else. And small YouTubers like me are really getting screwed in the process. I was checking some of my old streams, and I had so many people watching, and I know it has to do with a lot of the algorithm change. I know that I realized it's been almost a year now that I've actually went minus in subs. I'm at least 25 subs less than I was a year ago at this point. And I realized what caused that. One of the things that caused that is YouTube stopped letting us tweet out or automatically tweet out our streams. Yeah. Yeah, you could automatically, it would let your followers and Twitter and Twitter for sure. I'm not sure about, she said Facebook too. Yeah.
I had one for my channel, and it used to go up there all the time.
Yeah. So I noticed that's when part of my drops of my subs started fading, is because it doesn't link directly to Twitter anymore.
And you'll go along, and then they'll do a wipe, and half your subs will be unsubbed to you, and if they haven't been on the stream for a while, they
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of things. So the only I need to figure out a way to say this shorter in the future, because I'm going to try to say this at the start of every stream anymore, is the best way to support my channel is to share. Tweet out when you come on, immediately tweet out to your followers, to all your followers, if you have any followers or whatever. Tweet out on Twitter, Facebook, all your social media, just freaking share when you come on. That'll help a lot. That's the biggest thing right there. Because the more views that I get, the better they'll look at me, and more that that YouTube itself will promote my stuff. Shit, I remember. So I was looking back 2 years ago at this time of year. 2 years ago, I was averaging 150 views per night. Yeah, and now I'm lucky if I get 30. That's on a good night. So about 20% of what I used to get. Anyway,
Blacks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
It's his day, dude. I guess because it's 6 in the morning. Anyway, so the quest that I'm on now is the main quest. I have talked to okay, so the main quest, since it's been a while, let me do a quick recap. He came to Tucson, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Tucson. He came here because the Duchess of Tucson, which is a duchy of the Nilfgaardian Empire. This Duchess, he had dealings with her before, I guess, before any of the games started. And she had dealings with Dandelion, not very positive ones. But she had some murders that were going on in her duchy.
Who's next?
Okay, Strumpet. I believe you. It was high-ranking knights of the realm. And so I got here and she got me to investigate and I found out that the knights, there's these 5 virtues. I can't name them off the top of my head, but they're chivalrous virtues, and one of them's like honor, one of them's valor. Or valor and honor might be the same one. It kind of is the same thing, ain't it? One of them's like charity. I don't know. There's 5 virtues. Each one of the murders, which I think there's been at least 3, I think 4 though. There's only 5 virtues. So there's still one person to be murdered. But each of the 4 was murdered for going against his original 5 virtue, the vows. They have vows that they have to take. And
Who's next?
each one of the people that were killed were like going back on their vows. And one of the 5 virtues. So I went looking for what was going on. I heard something about, I found a hand, and I went to, I don't know, can't remember what happened with the hand, but I went to find out what happened, where the hand came from, and I ran into a Bruxa, which is a type of a vampire, and she fought me, and then a bigger, higher vampire showed up, and I had to fight him, and it was his hand, and then during the middle of the fight, this other vampire showed up, which was this dude Regis, who was actually a friend of Gerald's, and the other vampire took off, and Regis was saying that this vampire brought him back to life at one point. He was completely mush, and the vampire, with his blood mixed with the other vampire's blood, regenerated him. And now we were on the lookout trying to find that vampire because he took off, to try to find out why, because he's actually a friend of Regis's, and Regis is a friend of mine, and Regis is saying there has to be a good reason or a mistake or something. So he wants to find out just as much as I do. And our trail, I had to take some kind of concoction that made me go into the memory of that vampire, and I remembered him. One of the victims that he killed, coming to this shoe shine stand, and Regis being here, and they actually met and became friends before Regis actually killed him. Or not Regis, the other vampire. The other vampire, the killer vampire, met the dude here, became friends with him, and then killed him. And the only witness to this, it might give us a clue to where the vampire is this little boy, that shoeshine kid, because the vampire seemed to have known the dude. They were friendly, so he knew of the... Doesn't say what his name is, does it? Detlef. That's the vampire's name. Detlef. Okay, so I need to talk to the kid and find out if he knows where this guy lives.
Our Duchess.
So I need to wait till the kid comes. It says I guess I could wait an hour at a time until he shows up. Oh God, I just hit that dude. I'm pressing the wrong buttons to get to my menus. Anyway, what am I doing? Let me go an hour. He should show up by 8 o'clock.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
I'm a witcher.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Okay.
Let!
We'll break your legs, vagrant!
Teach you to help stop lords and cheats.
him!
All together, on three!
I hate fighting more than one guy at once because they gang up on me. Dang! Dang! And I can't see. Son of a bitch! I just lost.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started?
I'm in.
Fucking stupid game. I hate that you have to do all this. Look at this.
This.
Just to get back to start over again, I got to freaking go through all of this. No! I don't care. Son of a bitch.
Guess I can agree. No,
No.
don't have
When
bitch.
It's.
Oh,
I am. Young man, with it.
There's Regis.
worth.
What's he...
Come on. Fucking long ass son of a bitch. There's, it's when you get into a cutscene, there's no way to skip a cutscene. You have to just keep pressing the speak button. Just get off my foot. Son of a bitch. I just saved over my save. My last. One of these two has got to be the right one. If I pick the wrong one, I'm screwed. Because it only does 3 checkpoints at a time. And if I pick one, it's going to do another checkpoint over the top of this one, and I'm screwed. Wait. That one's one that I didn't need anyway. So I didn't screw up anything there. Dude, go find a place to lay down. Go on. Get out of here. You're scratching right next to my feet, man. Scratching your fleas on me. I think these were within a minute of each other. And they were both... Well, all 3 of these are tonight. Wait, what's this one? Where did I actually start tonight? Right here? Oh, that would work. I thought I saved over the one. I guess I didn't. Anyway. I was playing freaking Fallout all day today. Or all morning this morning. And you have to press different freaking buttons to do different things in different games. And it throws me off every time. If I
wee on everything.
That's what was just happening there, man. I was pressing the wrong buttons.
That could only mean
Trying to fight them dudes, and they whoop my ass. And There's some mechanics with this. Like I said, I love the story of this game. I love a lot about this game, but there's some mechanics in this game that are so
Two ways about it.
freaking stupid. Like the swimming mechanics is real bad. The riding your horse mechanics are really, really bad. This fighting mechanic, when you're fighting, fist fighting, every time you dodge, you can't see the people anymore that you're trying to fight. His head turns, and they're out of view. Unless you really, really, really careful. I don't even know how to even be careful in a small space. In a big space, you can kind of do it, but in a small space, it's like every time you turn around, or every time you dodge, you know, press. That's not it. That button. Or that button. Then his perspective gets all screwed up. There's a way to lock onto the guy that you're fighting with, but I've been playing so many different games lately that I can't remember what's what anymore. Okay, so I'm right here now. I'm going to do another save right now, just in case I screw up again. I have to wait another hour.
This smut. Rain or shine, it's all...
Okay.
So how would you explain it? Whether it...
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morning, so folks will
So the
dirt in their
kid's
boots.
been
A far-fetched
emptying
conspiracy.
chamber pots in
I'll
front of these guys'
conspire to
store.
welt you-
So when they walk out of their store,
him
they
alone.
stand and step in poop and stuff.
Just who this
And then they
spit
want
are
somebody
you?
to shine their boots. That's got to be a messed up job.
His father, and you won't touch him. I won't let you.
Oh, poppycock. I knew his father. A grifter, a cheat, just like his brood.
I'll teach him honesty. He'll not leave muck at our shop door just to draw paint, so back away, drifter.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well. Which is all the same to me.
A complete bang will break your legs.
Damn! Would the people get out of my way? Okay, I'm trying to freaking lock on to the dudes.
Now from the gate.
Why can't I lock on? Son of a freaking bitch! I'm getting my ass kicked again.
Blat! Blat!
Shit. Damn.
Before I have to go through all that again, I'm just starting over. So apparently there's no freaking lock buttons in this game. I thought there was a lock on button. I need to check the... I need to check something real quick. I thought there was a freaking lock on button. It's where you can lock on... If I can lock on one of the dudes, then I can take care of one of them without losing my perspective. I didn't actually lose my perspective that time, though. So when you're fighting more than one guy at a time, as soon as you hit one guy, another one will hit you. So you can't get away from him. You have to try to jump around until you find an opening and then hit one guy and then back up real quick. But when you do that, then you lose perspective. Key bindings. Controller scheme. There we go. What was the lock on? Lock, lock, lock. Doesn't say anything else. Change objective. Look around. Change objective. Change objective. I don't see any lock on. Oh well.
So how would you explain it?
You can't blame me.
Fickle word!
I'll cut.
Leave him alone.
Just who?
A witcher.
I thought we
Need to
You can.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it?
kill the grey dongler! For love,
See how this perspective changes when I jump?
Circle him!
Scofflores and cheats.
Son of a bitch!
Bat move.
Come on!
Damn it.
No! I don't know what the difference is here, but I don't think the kid's gonna be too easy on me if I don't freaking save his ass. I just loaded. I don't want to lose the fight. That's the main thing.
This smut. Rain or shine, it's all right here. And now.
So how would you?
You can't.
Fickle!
I'll.
Leave him.
Just who?
All you need to know is, long as I'm here, you're not gonna touch the boy.
Is that so? Then we'll come find him once you're gone.
Try it, and I'll find you.
Is that a threat?
Yep. Leave the kid be and piss off.
Oh no. No northern sheep diddler insults us.
Sheep
We'll
diddler.
pummel the swine first, then spank the piglet. Get him! My goodness! We'll break your legs, vagrant!
Teach!
Take a look at it.
Scofflores and cheats.
That was stupid. Damn it!
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
Pathetic.
Mumsy! Lads,
Damn it.
charge! Take him for a ride!
No!
Damn!
From the gate!
Damn.
No! No! Okay, one more. I should be able to get him. No! 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 You son of a fucking bitch!
What's the meaning of this? The brawl. Who
Oh,
started it?
he had one little fucking sliver left. Now I have to go through all this again.
And come on.
You're very.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Listen,
What?
but
And the, so
one of your... How much?
let
What?
ex. I sh.
Yes,
I know.
No.
No.
Don't have...
When I.
It's...
Oh,
I am. Young man with it. In...
I.
Word.
What's.
Thank...
Wow. I was so close to getting it that time. It didn't even wait until I was down all the way, my health. It just ended. I wonder if that's going to happen, whether I don't know. I got to be able to get these guys. It's really screwed up if there's, and this game tends to do that sometimes, that it'll make it, you'll be in something where you're not supposed to win and there's no chance of you winning. And if you, no matter how freaking many times you keep trying, it's not going to work. Another one of the mechanics that's kind of screwed up. Why even
So how would you
offer to let
I'll
Leave it.
or make it so that you can have a chance of doing something when you can't?
A witcher.
I thought
Need to
You can.
not.
Well,
No!
move. We'll break your legs, vagrant. Teach
circle him!
It's this one dude that's tough. Tougher than the rest of them. Damn it! I'm already halfway down and I haven't even freaking hardly got any of these guys.
That's him!
No!
It's the Fink who
Get out of
killed
there!
four
Get out!
fingers.
There's no freaking room to move. Damn it! And I'm spinning because of my fucked up controller. I can't see.
I'll take him from the left.
All together. 3.
Come on, you fuck. I'm so tired of this. Why can't I chop their fucking heads off with my sword?
I was wondering that myself. Just force the fist fight them.
I guess. The thing is okay, so also in this game right now, I'm the boxing or fighting, not just boxing, but fighting champion of Skellige, of Valen, of frickin' Novigrad, and of Tucson. But yet I don't have fucking fighting skills enough to beat up 3 fucking idiots. I don't get that at all. I should be overpowered of these guys. If I could press the right damn button sometimes, it'd really help. Half the time when I'm fighting them guys, I'm pressing the wrong button. The other time, okay, so my controller's screwed up too. My right stick, which is the one that makes you look like this, it sticks constantly. And I could tell when I was in the fight, it started spinning on me a couple different times. And I meant to look up.
So how would you explain it? Whether it
You can't blame.
I meant to grab my other controller and test it out today because I got
Just
an
do
old
this.
controller, and I meant to go get it because it's underneath the front of the trailer, and I forgot to.
A witcher.
I thought
Need to
You can.
not.
Well,
my goodness. How I will break your legs, vagrant.
Wow, see how it spun that time?
circle nose and cheeks.
You get past these guys over here. I don't know which one's the tough one. I think it's that guy.
Blood!
Damn it.
Blood!
It's one with a darker shirt on. No! Fucking bitch.
But move.
Let's
See, look, they're
charge.
blocking the whole thing. I
Take
can't,
it for a
and I
ride.
can't go back. I can't get out of here. They got me cornered. No.
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
See?
Got the darker shirt on. No! I'm doing good this time, and now all of a sudden he fucking trapped me or something.
I'll take him from the...
Got him! Finally. I think it's going to be the same scene, too. The guards are going to show up or something. I don't know if that was worth it or not, but...
What's the meaning of this?
Yeah.
The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men. What are they doing?
Making things difficult. Nothing. Had a misunderstanding.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh. I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it.
So he was mixing mud with their chamber pots and putting it in front of their doors. That's pretty nasty to try to clean off the boots, man. Even if it was making him money, it's like, God, why?
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What?
500
Gotta
crowns.
be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I
Get
require.
wastewater for free?
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
500. That's just robbery, man. Wow.
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to discuss it.
Dang.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
That's just freaking ridiculous. Paying him 450 freaking gold crowns just for information that he doesn't even know how useful it is. Should have just did the other part of it.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's odd, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
I'll give
Would
250
you
crowns and he
let
wouldn't even
scrape
tell
the
me.
dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Ah, Lepiot's lips. My legs are waiting.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
We shall talk later. Let's find Detlef. We're close. I can feel it.
So the crows like him.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Detlef, I'm coming for you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Wow, it's freaking Alfred Hitchcock. And he's got a bunch of creepy freaking puppets. And dolls.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Letter to the shopkeeper. For a long time, I have been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mummy always cries and says that we haven't got the money. Daddy gets cross when I ask him when he will earn some, and once he nearly hit me. My friends have beautiful toys. Laura has a teddy bear, and Michelle has a doll with golden hair that you can brush with a real comb. I worry that I will never have a toy. Well, that's just sad. Which is why I am writing you, Master Shopkeeper. I wanted to write this letter to you a long time ago, but didn't know how to write them then. How to write then. Now I know. If you have a pretty toy that other children won't want, I will look after it. It will be happy with me. Please don't laugh at me. I know I am little, but I also know that toys are not really alive. They will live in our imagination. But so what? I would love it very much. Isa. Well, that's sad. She doesn't even have one toy. She's not very imaginative. She's talking about imagination. You're a kid.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I didn't have many toys when I was a kid either, and I could make a toy out of stuff. Eviction notice. Due the non-payment of the rent, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Sign the bailiff.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
So do I, dude. We're on the same page
Nice little
there.
trinket. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Yep. When I was a kid, I could make
Let's
a toy
go.
out of a freaking stick.
So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Suspicious letter.
Detloff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlav killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detloff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlav gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlav yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
What do you think happened to her? Why'd he believe she's gone missing?
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detlef's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Detlef ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched, for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
You're seeing the same things. Okay, there's that stuff, and there's something under here. That's more letters. Let me try this first.
Tools were used recently. Detlef unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Oh, yeah, I know who she is. I remember now. It's got to be this over here. Letters naming the beast targets.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink.
Then who's the last person?
See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renawed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Alrighty. New quest. Wine is sacred. Report to the Duchess about your hunt for the beast. All right. Wait, I could probably fast travel. She's way up top, huh? Yep. There's a fast travel right there.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death.
Good folk, have you seen these? I must have drunk a crazy potion.
Need to sell some of this crap that I got on me. I don't see any vendors around here. I think I need to go over here first.
A return to traditional values and morals.
Massacre at the estate of Durand de Savarin.
What's new, Silverlocks? Looking for diversion?
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have on offer?
No. Hey, what's this? Blinders of the 5 chivalric virtues. Ah. wonder if that's rare. Let me see. He should have a whole set. Yeah, it's right here. Pure silver. The hell is that? Papa Doc's bracelet. Where the hell did I get this stuff? I got a necklace too. Oh. Ruby. I don't know where I got that. Oh well, sell it.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path. A lecture regarding the extinction of rare species and the danger of the Duchess herself. Welcome, please peruse. The best diverse wares in Tues at the best prices.
Show me what you got back there.
There was something that I sold that I don't think I should have. What was it? Yeah. Never mind. Silver plantoons. Pantaloons. That's what it said. Plantoons. Plantoons are pantaloons that have a banana in them. There's so much junk. Wish you could just sell all the junk at once. So I watched what you call it, Captain Marvel today. Are these in here? And although it had some kind of real extreme feminist type parts in it, it wasn't as bad as I expected, man, from all the bad things that I heard about it. It's actually a pretty good story. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't great. It's not one of the better Marvel movies. But from what people on the left were saying, it was like this masterpiece. And what people on the right were saying, it was just total pandering. It did have its pandering moments, but all in all, it was all right. Although there was some really stupid things about it. Like this freaking... Even after she became completely omnipowerful, where she could freaking just destroy whole armies at once, then she still had problems freaking fighting somebody. I can't remember who it was. She had something. Oh, yeah. In the in-game. I mean, as powerful as she freaking was in Captain Marvel, she would have had virtually no trouble just putting an end to that freaking Thanos, or whatever his name is. It would have been there would have been no big fight in game. Anyway,
so long.
Just a thought.
Find anything better in all Tues.
That's the problem with having an omnipowerful being like Superman, or well, Superman's not completely well. Yeah, I would compare her to Superman without the kryptonite problem. She's actually better than Superman because she's got freaking that energy weapon thing, whatever she does. She's like, completely stronger than Superman. Superman, I don't think has freaking supersonic, or not supersonic, but faster than light speed. And she has that. And there was one other problem that I could see with it that happened right at the very beginning. Science-wise, is the whole. If anybody's seen it, they might know what I'm talking about here. Oh, hey, there we go. The golden rod of joy. Yep. Looks like some sexual toy hanging up there. Anyway, the part of the whole premise of the show, if you haven't seen it, it's going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but not much right here, because it happened. You find out about this at the very beginning. These people are looking for this light speed engine, but all these races are space travelers. They would have to have faster than light speed to travel from star to star. But yet they had this big old thing about some light speed engine. Shouldn't that be like commonplace in a freaking star galaxy universal freaking collective freaking whatever? I don't know. That didn't. I didn't understand that. Maybe I misunderstood it a little bit. Probably did, knowing me. Where am I going? I'm going here.
Open the unbeliever.
And the whole at the beginning, the whole flashback. That was the thing about the freaking extreme feminist part, is the whole flashback part. The only things that she could remember, because she supposedly had amnesia, the only things that she could remember about her former life were the times when men fucked with her. Every single point that she could remember in her past when she was having dreams was when men put her down for being a woman. That's just not even realistic, man. Because apparently she was a real tomboy and wanted to do men type things, or boyish type things, or whatever, when she was younger, and playing baseball, and you'd never be able to play baseball as good as us. Flying a plane, you'd never be able to fly a plane as good as us. Shit like, what was the other one? She wanted to go fast in a go-kart, one of those go-kart track race things that like they have at the miniature golf courses, and her dad even came up and says, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be that." Blah, 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 blah. And one of the kids, as they're going around the track, says, "You'd never be as fast as me," or something like that, because you're a girl. I think, what the hell? It's like that's what drove her whole life, was men putting her down. It's just unrealistic, man. I guess it happens. I guess it could happen. But why would that be her most prominent memories of her past? She couldn't even remember her name, but she had flashes of men putting her down. It's just pandering. It's pandering to the extreme left, progressivism. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Let's figure out what's going on over here. Looks like I'm going downhill. I think I need to go uphill, huh? So it looks like it's up.
I feel faint. head spins.
Long live Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Your Grace, I have double...
I think a lot of what that is, okay, you know, well, I said I was enough of that. I think a lot of what that is, especially in that movie, you could tell it was younger writers that probably didn't live, because the show was based in 1990, which was 20 years after the sexual revolution, the women's rights movement, way past second wave feminism. So what I'm thinking, so that was the 1990 was almost 20 years ago. So a lot of these writers weren't probably even, unless they were over 40 or 50, they probably weren't even old enough to know what was going on in 1990 and assumed that men treated women that way in 1990 like they would have in 1950. But actually, even 1950 would have been a little bit pushing it, the way that they explained it. The way that they made it seem. Is this what I just saved? Yeah, let me save over the same one.
Wished.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Found the beast, but that's it. Case just got more complicated. Oh yeah, I know what I was trying to say. Okay, so I was teaching Little League in the 1980s, mid to late 1980s. I was teaching Little League. We had girls. I was a Pee Wee Little League coach, and we had girls on our team, at least 5 girls on the team of maybe 15. So at least a third girls were on our team in the mid to late 80s. And it was unheard of for them boys to pick on the freaking girls. If any of the boys picked on the girls whatsoever, they would get reprimanded. Not because we were into feminism or anything. It was just you didn't treat girls that way back then. Boys didn't treat girls that way. There were some bullies that might, but the bullies treat everybody that way. They are equal opportunity bullies. They would treat the girls that way and treat the younger boys and stuff. You know, bullies were bullies. But the average kid did not treat girls that way because most of the dudes, the boys on the team, thought it was really cool to have girls on the team. Girls played in soccer leagues. They played in baseball leagues. They didn't play football because football was a little bit rougher. We didn't even have any football leagues around that area. But anyway, so I'm not sure about that. But, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. They had bikini football leagues back in them days. Remember those? The arena football? Girls arena football? They were like girls running around in bikinis. Anyway, that's okay. That's all I got to say about that. I just thought of that. Found the beast. Okay, case got more complicated.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast, I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its
None of
heart.
that works.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention, only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Stay out of this.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Your mama could do
Creatures
that.
like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Want to find him, try to talk to him. This is no common monster.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free, or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper.
I already
wrote
sold
the
those
names of the
papers, I
vampire's
thought.
victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop.
That's their business is wine.
Intusa.
Why didn't
Wine
he
is
think of that?
sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Smell it and taste it.
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Thur, too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint-Réal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint-Réal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
The specific wine, tell me more.
Saint-Réal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint-Réal, it is Saint-Réal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once.
Sangria?
Discover what has happened.
It looks like it's actually spelt like sangria. With the L at the end.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing
Our
while our
ducal
duchy is
hiney?
in grave danger.
Your Grace,
Dookie
what you
hiney.
propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Roach walks funny. My horse is better than your horse. My horse is better than yours. Because he eats the kennel ration. He
This
eats the
vampire,
kennel ration.
have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure. But he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire. Faster.
Damn it.
Slow now.
How do I just
Giddy up.
freaking keep up with these guys without passing them up? Now I'm getting behind them.
That's it, Roach.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace.
What?
We shall see to this.
Back, you beast!
Oh,
Be
cats.
gone! Hey, save us! Back, you beast!
He's kicking my ass. Kicking my little witcher ass.
Help! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank
to
you.
happened by.
You saved our lives.
Oh, don't hit Roach, you freak.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue
She's
last
kind of
attacked
dressed
in
like
the palace gardens.
Yennefer.
I trust her illustrious highness was not
Almost
harmed.
the same clothes, but
Kind of you to
more
ask,
color
Master
to them.
Fabrizio. I am well.
Your grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Want to talk to you?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh, and who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
Who got access to the wine? How's the wine transported? Has any wine been stolen?
The Sonreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal.
The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one.
The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabrizio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
You're in trouble.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So she is actually dressed. I think I was looking at it, and if you change all the red and gold to white or silver, that's exactly what Yennefer wears. They just change the silver and white to gold
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
and red. Read the wine registry. Let me look around in here first. Can I steal your stuff? Oh, each one of them has a different registry. Okay, well, now read it. That's not it? Ah. Where's the wine registry? Oh, there it is.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Oh, there's a whole freaking upstairs that I didn't check. Now, let me do downstairs first. I think it's upstairs. 12.
Got Amino over here.
69.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
1269.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Hervelus. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
I'll show you my good taste, young lady. When I taste your luscious lips.
Sonreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
This one doesn't have a vintage. You're in my way, lady. Might be the queen, but... oh, nope. 1 year off.
Sonreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
No, last one. There it is.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full.
Full?
Full.
Whoa, I'm gonna fall off of this thing. It's gonna be the last one, watch.
This one's full too. Full. This one's full too.
Why can't
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Tap the barrels. Okay, starting this in again. Dang it.
Ready.
Step aside.
She's gonna get drunk. She's gonna test all these barrels.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
Lady. This is horse piss.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
If he's the only one with a key.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I will know if you're lying.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Too late, lady.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own?
And what good's a roof over your head if you don't have a head?
I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Really thought nobody'd find out?
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Okay, who'd you sell the wine to? You thought, oh, I already got that. Who'd you deliver the wine? How'd you deliver the wine?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it, have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Off with his
Get
head.
out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What
High
now,
treason
Witcher?
for selling a barrel of
We set a
wine?
trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
All these people notice that it's not the same dude, that there's a white-haired, scar-faced dude delivering the wine.
Now we wait.
Sure people know who Geralt is by now around this area.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
You aren't the vintner. You're a witcher. I smell a witcher.
It's not him.
You got a fight?
Now, all together! Formation!
Oh shit! Jump! Run! Oh!
I will show you your place, Scott. My name is not Damien de la Tour.
My name is a Demo Devil. Even the horses are helping. Doesn't that horse just look like it kicked him?
We've got to go and keep together. Together!
How many freaking bandits are left? Most of the soldiers are dead already, and the bandits are still alive. another bandit over here. I'm on the wrong side. On the wrong side of things. Damn it. Come on. Wow.
Understood.
You crossed the wrong man.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot.
But I'm a
good thing you reacted.
asshole.
Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Had no reason to trust me. We did what we came to do. That's what matters.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Your nan's
Wait.
lover?
If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Good idea.
Usually only take measures like that as a last resort, but in this case, think I can make an exception.
Do as you deem fit. He is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let them...
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Should have saved the frickin' leader. Just got a peon.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
Well, it was cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. A little bit of fighting between.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Centurion could actually be a middleman. He slipped up, and we'll use that.
Still don't know this Centurion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Centurion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centurion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Not the first time.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event going to be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oathville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oathville in Mountebank Alley.
Appropriate attire. I don't have anything. Put on clothes. Anna Henrietta will consider appropriate for the soiree. Soiree? Soiree.
Audacious rat, the Cintrian. But we'll get him. I should double the patrols, just in case.
Okay, where am I supposed to find some appropriate clothes for the soiree?
Audacious rat, the Cintrian. But we'll get him.
I was hoping it might be something inside one of these cabinets, but where the hell are we anyway? Oh, it probably shows here. There's probably a tailor somewhere. Yep.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Right.
Good luck. I hope you get the bastard.
Okay, so I need to,
Not this cur with the price on his head. It's him.
what's on
Get
here?
him.
The hell's this guy?
We've got to go at it together.
Tad. Tad. That was the guy's name? Here. Nevin. Nevin is no more. What about Maddox? Madden? Madden. Who are these people? Every one of them's got their own name. They're not just bandits or anything.
We can do it.
This has got to be the people respond. Wow, this guy's tough. Damn. Take that, you bastard.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Contract. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. I got a picture of me. I wonder if I would have had a different haircut and beard if the picture would have been different.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Oh, they killed a little doggy. Oh, them bastards. There's 4 of them. Where's the other one? There he is.
That twisted returner, fate kicker.
Is it a drunk witch or what?
Guess that's a champion.
He's drunk scrumpets. And a dude. Dude thinks he's a scrumpet too. Scrumpet, strumpet. Strumpet, scrumpet, whatever.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Hey, this is dude's place, ain't it? Nope. This is not.
Nice tune.
There's the bank, though.
My heart's
Ain't it?
about to
Is this the
burst
bank?
from a surfeit of beauty.
Is this the bank? And they're closed for the
Need
night.
to come back during the day.
They have bankers' hours.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Hooded woman. Just another freaking Brexa. She's got red eyes. This is the place.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Taylor. Yep. Dude. Pierre.
Ah, welcome back to our northern dandy.
Our northern dandy.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Well, that's a fancy one. Elegant Beauclair doublet. Or elegant courtier. Elegant courtier. Beauclair. Nilfgaard. Beauclair. Nilfgaard. Okay. So let's get the fancy one. So do I want to be a bird, a harlequin, or a wolf? That's easy. Wait. Can I sell him any of my crap? He buys nothing.
Thanks.
Thanks
Think
a
that's all I
bunch.
need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
Forever and ever. Okay, now put on the clothes, huh? Wow, can I press the right button, please? Let's see what I look like. Hey, I'm pretty fancy. I still got my gauntlets on. I probably should take those off. They don't match the attire. What just happened? What the hell just happened? Oh wow. I took out my trophy. Which is what? There we go. I look like a witcher. The White Wolf. I'm fancy.
Eh? Eh?
Keep calm.
Eh?
Start no brawls.
I might want to take off my weapons too, huh? That's kind of a dead giveaway. They won't notice. They'll never notice.
3 cheers for the tourney's Keep calm. Hip, hip, hooray, Start hooray, no brawls.
I'm not drunk.
Wait, where am I?
Don't dare to think you've got carte blanche here.
We've seen the
What the hell am I?
Damned bedbugs.
Did he just fart?
The best steel in all of Tues.
Show me what you have.
Gotta be real careful not to sell my good stuff. Okay, I think I'm good.
Farewell.
No, see you later.
Where the hell am I? Dude's hawking loogies at me. Another dude. They're just spitting all over the place. Rude.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
And here she comes. She's dressed as herself. What's up with that?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask. Just not the kind required.
Huh?
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I've brought you one. Put it on.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
So I bought a mask for nothing? Why didn't you tell me before I blew my money?
Let's go. Soiree started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Oh, my weapons aren't on me anymore. Where did I hide them? Heard a sword swallower.
How do we find the Cintrian?
That's ridiculous.
Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a
She
master
went so
of
late.
visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Not in my kingdom, they're
The
not.
residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Centrian.
Take part in the soiree entertainment.
No. Perhaps yes. Oh, I don't know.
No, perhaps yes. I don't know. I thought no means no.
Put your own house in order first.
She ought to be in one of the alcoves.
Do you fear taking a bath?
This lady got her own whole tray of hors d'oeuvres. She's just sitting here munching them. Well, what's up with that? I think something's wrong with her dress. I think it's messed up. It looks like she's got an umbrella up to her. Yeah, that's not right. I don't think that's right.
We must throw off the man. Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant
This
to the work's ultimate meaning.
Is not art.
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
Not art at all. Come on, I'm stuck in here. Yep, not art.
We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition. We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond
Greetings
the bounds
and
of
welcome.
cognition.
I'm trying to partake in the
deliberations on the nature of existence.
soiree.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Put your own house in order first.
Yeah, there's something going on here. Wait, right here?
This is deftly done.
Right where?
Let's
Right
go.
here?
Your
No.
words, as you've made no
Up
effort
top?
to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle.
Do you seek someone?
I don't get it.
Metaphor. What else will they think of? If they can't agree, they want to cut the line. And you, the constant struggle.
Do not touch. We must throw off the manacles of form.
There we go.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Color
I like that.
is the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence.
I've never tried absinthe. It wasn't legal for a long time, but apparently in the last 10 years or so that
Go on,
they got legal.
Be bold. Show us
versions
the
of it.
artist in you. The paintballs. Cast them at the canvas.
Grab some paintballs.
Good. Oh, should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different.
Paradise, paradise, paradise.
So how do I do this? I can't get to my inventory, so what do? How do I use them? It's not telling me how to do it.
Please do not disturb. Throughness to the entire kingdom.
Throw paintballs. Yes, okay.
Requires great precision.
How? How? There we go. Maybe that'll work. So, right here. Right here. Here. Right here.
Please do not disturb.
Here. How? I keep jumping every time I press that button. It's not helping. I thought is it doing something now? Select. Right button. Oh. I've been doing that for a while, man. It wasn't doing that
It's
seconds ago.
obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
I got it. It's the Soritor.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
Let's see what else I got. Oh, I got green.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a that green.
Get a green one right in the middle of
Verdant as a field
the yellow.
of vines.
To vines and to wine.
More blue. That's purple.
The noble color. Splendid.
Put a purple right in the middle.
Sky over Tucson before a storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
Okay, there's. Guess I got to use all the colors. I was trying to be more color coordinated than that.
Gods, scarlet, crimson oxblood, icy lips, full sensually target lips. Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal?
It's a masterpiece.
The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
The painting depicts spiritual
Oh, yes,
dualism.
That's him, all right. Good versus evil. Come, let's look in the alcove.
Requires great precision.
Dualism.
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent.
Spiritual dualism.
Exceptional, truly. And whatever got you until it's a shame.
Need I remind you that neither did you.
It's fucking with our minds. That was fun.
Yes, it does.
Let's see what's on the other side of this place. Ah. Drunk noble lady fell on her ass while she was dancing.
I'm going to spew.
I'm going to spew. I'm going to spew. What's this?
Hey, tittle, tittle, the cat and the fiddle.
Hey, diddle diddle.
My deepest regards.
The set. Cecilia never should have performed.
Look at the mage. I believe he's
Oh, hey, this dude's like floating.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do I do with him? I wish I had another one of them paintballs. I could have thrown it in his face. Oh, hey! It's dolphins. Yay!
Ah,
Pretty fancy.
how beautiful.
Fancy.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
My heart's about
Look,
to burst
lanterns.
from
They say
surf
releasing
of
them brings good luck.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things. Come, let's look in the alcoves.
So did I get everything? I think the only two things that are left are the alcoves. So I finished this soiree stuff. I soireed my ass off. Let's do another one of these. Woohoo! Not near.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but
Fragment of a script
pretentious.
of a stage play. The Besotted Witcher. Besotted. The Besotted. Is that like sodomy? Witcher werewolf. Furious roar. I'm going to read this real quick. This looks. Let's see. Night thick as mud envelops the dense woods. A full moon hangs in the sky above the trees. Note: scenography must include a representation of the full moon. Wolf howls plaintively in the distance. A witcher walks through the woods in careful, measured strides. He wields a silver blade in his hand. Witcher, God's damn all, the moon is at its fullest. Long have I awaited this night. Witcher, 3 weeks have I spent in this foul pit, all to catch a lone werewolf. At least the miller's daughter helped me while away the time. In fact, I leave only with a certain sense of regret. Perchance I should take her with me. We hear the snap of breaking behind the Witcher. He turns around swiftly. The guard raised. His guard raised. He spies the werewolf. I've got you, beast. Werewolf. Arr! Furious roar. The werewolf removes its mask. The Witcher can see it's the miller's daughter. He is astonished. He is astonished, does not know what to do. Miller's daughter, well, what now? Will you kill me, or perhaps, you'll take me with you. Okay. Whatever.
So much time I spent
I
polishing.
thought it was going to be a better play than that.
Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's all about two things. He's a dancer.
Okay. Something happened. Oh, she's going to be naked, I bet. I'm going to get a demonetization.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
Mm-hmm. It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint
She
her.
wants to.
Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
She's going to pose nude for him.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centurion
got the
Noble we
boobies.
came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centurion Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Okay, towards the refreshment table. Right, where'd she go?
The great one. Did you say something?
Let's look by the refreshments.
That's to say, the other one. His brother.
There's something. Love letter.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Laura, oh my dear love. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Fabian.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life.
Oh, she's reading it.
Treacly refuse.
Treacherous refuge.
Color is but the shadow of vibrations on the nature of existence.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Bit of Vistec. Artists' way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
I thought I looted this place already once. Everything is back. Be looted once more. There's something else red over there. Salute.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
I'm supposed to follow this scent.
Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Ignoramus.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence.
Wow.
It is irrelevant.
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent.
Exception true. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame he didn't come alone.
Need I remind you that neither did you?
Where are we going? But what was inside these alcoves? Alcoves. Alcoves? This is the ones that I didn't go into.
I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but...
Wait, no, those are the ones I went into. The ones over there is the ones I didn't go into. Oh well. Out the way, peeps.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Brother dearest.
Bodyguard.
Sorry,
Probably should have
only
saved.
artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
She's fast. Is she dead?
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
What am I doing? Oh, I gotta examine her. Let me loot the place first. Gold stuff here. There's gold to be found. Something else over here. Silver and gold. Always good stuff. Okay, yep, it came out that way.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Tore down the door, made a platform. Clever. Bloody handprint. Must be pretty strong, too. It's his.
Whoa. It'd be real easy to die right now. I should probably save. Some on the ground right there.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder.
Ladder? You mean lattice?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Broke a mirror. Lots of good gold stuff in these rich people's houses. Okay, let's start here.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
No, I'm trying to steal the damn jewel, dude. Give me the jewel.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
So he killed a famous freaking singer lady and broke into here from her apartment just so that he could steal some thing
Sconce is bent.
he didn't take
Smeared
with him.
with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
I don't know what's up with her today. She'd go all day long when she went outside. She was only out for a minute or two without wanting back in.
Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
laughing here, man.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centrians killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Right.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centrian must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Dog's messing with my toes. Ow. 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 Oh, that tickles and hurts at the same time. Ow. Ouch. Ow. 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 Ow.
Hey,
Ow.
knock
Ow.
it off.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Ow, ow, ow. You got your claw right in my gut.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Sonreal and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think she's involved? Why was she banished?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an
Whoa.
arrival from Nazaire.
He's
we
the
are
killer.
lending our combined resources to the Witch's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
Mm-hmm. You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy
the
my
beast.
curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a Witcher, and the Duchess of Tues. My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
How do you know her? Seriously, just a coincidence?
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlef, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix' mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Come on, Lord, let's go way down. You're bugging me. You're gonna be bugging Daddy.
Okay, now where am I?
Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchess banners? Red, white, and rose.
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair, see?
I need to put back on my regular clothes. All kinds of crap going on. What other kinds of dyes do I have? I wonder what white would look like on. Yeah. That looks too used car salesman. I don't even have any blue, do I? We got black. Got turquoise. What's turquoise look like? Nah. What green? Doesn't even look green. Wow, that's a little bright. Purple. This is royal. Oh. This is royalty. What would it look like on there? That'd look alright if the rest was black. Yeah, I don't know. I like it the way it is, I guess. Pink. Oh, there's blue way up here. Doesn't look blue. Damn it. Yeah. About yeller. Yeller. He's just yeller. Nah. I'll leave it the way it is. You're just yeller, Witcher. What time is it?
Don't crowd around.
That took a long time. Only got about 10 minutes left. I think I'll probably end it here then. I think this castle, once I get to the castle, it's going to be a long one, just like that was. Each one of these are all the main quests, and each one of the main quests is going to be a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that. So I'll wait until, God, it's going to be 2 weeks before I play this again. Anyway. We'll be back tomorrow night, me and Darcy, with 7 Days to Die. And I'll be back on Thursday with Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'll be playing that Thursday and Friday, but Saturday we are taking off for about 5 days, a little vacation, and won't be back again until next Thursday. So I've got to mention that a few times each night so that everybody can hear about it. So that is from Saturday till Thursday, or actually Wednesday, I guess, we'll be gone. I'll be back Thursday morning or Thursday early. Anyway, but I will be back tomorrow. So till then, leave a like, share, subscribe. Support my channel if you can with PayPal, Patreon, or you can get some merch in the links below. With the screwed up YouTube crap that's going on right now, the best thing you can do is share. Share with all your social media and with your friends and whoever else. Just spread the word out there, because YouTube is really screwing us over lately, and I am getting less and less views anymore. Anyway, hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Adios.
Do you know why Casta? Good harvests year in, year out. They import some alchemical dung from the Empire, then fertilize their vines with it.